Jen with Inner Glow Wellness with another yoga sequence for you today. This time we're going to work on opening up the space around the rib cage, the mid-back, and the lateral sheath, those muscles on the side of the body. So for those of us who work a sedentary job or we drive a lot, we find ourselves seated a lot of the time, the rib cage tends to compress. So we get shorter and tighter in this part of the body, and it's important to lengthen and open up as much as we can. So I'm going to show you a couple of yoga postures and movements that should help you in terms of relieving some tension and increasing mobility in the side body and around the ribs. So you can find a comfortable position on a mat, on the floor, on the couch, wherever is comfortable for you. I like to sit cross-legged on the floor. That's what works for me. And as always, we'll take a couple moments to just get grounded and centered. So, most of us spend our mornings shooting parts of ourselves in all different directions, talking to this person and getting that done. And this is an opportunity to really call it all back. So sometimes I like to imagine almost like a disco ball, but instead of mirrors, think of magnets. And you can imagine it right here in the center of your body, right in front of you. And as you start to check in with your breathing, slow it down, deepen it a little bit, you can imagine that this magnetic disco ball is calling back little parts of you. So those magnets are pulling back the part of you that had that conversation this morning, or the part of you that prepared breakfast for your kid, or the part of you that cleaned the bathroom, or whatever. So let's bring all those parts of ourselves right back into the here and the now. This is Buddy. He's my feline yoga assistant. And as you breathe deeply in and out, feeling yourself filling up with all those different parts of yourself, reintegrating and becoming your whole self once again. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose or the mouth. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Eyes can be closed or half open, cast downward, whatever feels best for you. You can start to check in with the muscles of the face, especially around the eyebrows and the forehead. If you're wrinkling your forehead or furrowing your brows, go ahead and let them relax, let that area smooth out. And as you check in with the muscles around the jaw and the mouth, if there's any tension there, you can let the mouth relax. Maybe you even want to let the mouth be slightly open. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. So when you feel ready, we can start to invite a little bit of movement into the body by drawing circles with the torso. We can start circling around in one direction, and instead of a stiff, straight spine, you can kind of lean into it and imagine that you're exploring the space around you with your rib cage. So when you come forward, you're kind of lifting the heart a little. When you go to the side, you're rounding the side body, rounding in the back, rounding on the other side. Breathing deeply in and out. And your circles can be big or small. They can be fast or slow. Maybe you want to explore all those variations, whatever feels right for you. And we'll take one more deep breath in and out, circling in this direction. And then we can begin to circle the other way. Now, I took a yoga class once with an instructor who gave what I thought was a really great verbal cue. She said, imagine that you are sitting upright in a jar of peanut butter. Obviously a big jar of peanut butter. and that you are using your rib cage to scrape the peanut butter off the sides of the jar. So that really helped me in terms of understanding how I needed to lean into it and let my spine be really fluid and very mobile here. So we're not stiff, we're not straight, lots of mobility, lots of fluidity. So we can take one more deep breath in and out here, and then bring ourselves back to the center. So now as you take a deep breath in, you can lean forward, lift the gaze, look at the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, holding onto the knees, leaning back and rounding the back. So I'm going to turn sideways to demonstrate that for you. Again, lean forward, look up, inhale. And then leaning back, rounding the back. Exhale. Good. Deep breath in, arching the spine, lean forward, look up. Exhale, lean back, round the back, and look inward. Now we can bring our awareness to the shoulder blades. As you inhale, arching, looking up, squeezing shoulder blades together. And as we exhale, rounding the back, leaning back, broadening through the shoulder blades. And one more time, inhaling, gazing up, leaning forward, and exhaling, broadening the back and gazing down. Good, so let's come on back upright. If your legs are still crossed, you may want to extend them, kind of bounce the knees a little bit, and then cross the other way. So usually we put one leg in front or on top every time. Go ahead and switch, see how that feels. Probably feels pretty weird. That's okay. All right, so next let's come into some side bends. So we can take the right hand out to the right, and you want it away from the body, at least 12 inches or even a little bit more. As you inhale, left arm can come up. And as you exhale, maybe this is enough of a stretch right here with the arm reaching up to where the wall meets the ceiling above you on the right. Or maybe you want to bend that right elbow a little bit and come closer to the ground. What we want to avoid is the shoulder pressing up against the ear. So we want to drop that shoulder down. Deep breath in reaches you a little further, maybe, if that feels right. Deep breath out might fold you down a little bit deeper. And you can stay here in a static pose, or you could add a little bit of movement. Inhaling, we might take the arm back and look up. Exhaling, we can reach forward and across to the right and look down. Again, inhaling, pressing back, looking up. Exhaling, reaching across. And one more time, inhaling, opening up the shoulder, gazing up. This time, as you exhale, reaching forward and across, you can let those fingers drop down to the ground and drop the chin to the chest. Now you might feel that stretch on the left side body moving down into the low back a little bit. And those fingertips that are on the ground might want to inch just a little further forward and to the right. Again, feel the sensations in your body. Only you know if you need a deeper stretch or not. One more breath in and out here. And then as we inhale, we can sweep that left arm up and over, taking it out to the side. Again, we want to leave at least 12 inches, maybe a little more. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale into the side bend. Again, making sure that left shoulder drops away from the ear. So you might want to bend the left elbow a little bit. Now both buttocks are going to stay firmly on the mat. So if you feel your right hip coming up, you can push with this left hand on the ground to stay grounded. And then reaching up and over with that right hand. Again, option to stay here in a static stretch, or maybe add a little bit of movement. Arching back as you inhale, and then coming forward and across as you exhale, dropping chin to the chest. And two more times, we can inhale, open up the shoulder, gazing up, exhaling, turning the chest down, reaching forward across diagonally to the left, chin to chest. And one last time, inhaling, open opening up. This time, as we exhale, reaching forward and across, we can let the fingertips drop to the ground, let the chin drop to the chest, and maybe those fingertips want to inch a little bit further forward and to the left. Feel the sensations in your back and in your side body. If it feels too intense, then back off a little bit. One more breath here, in and out. And then sweeping right arm up and over, coming back to center. We can bring both arms up as we inhale, looking up. And then exhaling, pressing down, tipping chin to the chest. Again, sweeping out and up as you inhale. Exhale, pressing down. This time I'm going to turn sideways to demonstrate. We'll inhale, bring the arms up, interlace the fingers, and turn the palms upward. Deep breath in as you reach up. Deep breath out, bring the arms parallel to the ground, hands pushing forward and away and rounding the back. Inhale, straighten out, reach up, look up. Exhale, press forward and round the back. One more time. Inhale, bring those arms up, looking up. And exhale, pressing forward and rounding the back. Good. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves back to center. We can roll the shoulders a little bit, rolling them back. So forward, up, back down, forward, up, back down. Maybe you want to take fingertips to the shoulders and roll the elbows. So we're drawing circles backward with those elbows. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. One more pose here, a twist. So sitting up nice and tall, rooting down through your hips. You can feel the spine lengthening upward and growing as though you have a string on the top of the head pulling you up. Chin slightly tucked down. We'll inhale, bring the right arm up, and then turning to the left, right hand comes to left knee, and the left hand comes behind you as you turn the head and gaze over your left shoulder. Now the hand behind you is actually quite close to you, so again, I'm going to turn sideways to demonstrate. I'm not back here leaning back. The hand is really close to my body, pushing down to keep me upright. The head is not tipping or tilting. It's perfectly straight, just rotating on the axis of the neck. And if the shoulders are shrugging up toward the ears, make an effort to press them down. One more deep breath in, lengthening upward. Breathing out, maybe pushing on that knee, twisting a little bit deeper. And then bringing yourself back to center. We can inhale, left arm up now. Exhale across to the right knee as the right hand comes behind. The head can turn to look over that right shoulder. And as you inhale, imagine the string on the top of the head is pulling you up a little bit taller as the shoulders press down. And as you exhale, pushing on the knee, twisting a little bit deeper if that feels good for you. So if I say twist deeper and it doesn't feel good, guess what? Don't twist deeper. One more breath here, in and out. And then coming back to the center. One more time, arms out and up. Inhale, palms together, in front of the heart. Exhale. I want to thank you so much for watching me, Jen, from Inner Glow Wellness today. I hope you have enjoyed this sequence to open up the ribs, the lateral sheath, the side body. Please keep watching and have a great day.